Hey there, Northern Nevada. Billy Boylan here with the Boylan team at eXp Realty, coming to you from the center of our beautiful community. We're going to break down the 2025 March real estate updates. If you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or looking to learn what's happening in the market, gather some information, you're in the perfect spot.
Absolutely, Billy. March has brought us some interesting twists, essential stats, and we're excited to share these with you. We've got the freshest numbers and what they mean for you, whether you're a homeowner, a potential buyer, or just keeping an eye on the market. Ready to dive in? We've got all the insights you need to navigate the real estate landscape confidently. Let's start off by taking a look at Reno's numbers for March 2025. Median sales price was $605,000, down just 1% from the same time last year. 239 closed sales, and median days to contract was 10 days. Active inventory right now in Reno is 499 homes, up 33% from the same time last year. Month supply of inventory, 2.1 months, which makes it still a very strong seller's market in Reno. Now let's take a look at Sparks numbers for March 2025. The median sales price was $552,000, up just over 4% from the same time last year. Closed sales was 134 homes. Median days to contract was 20 days. Right now in Sparks, there's 244 active homes on the market, and a month supply of inventory is at 1.8 months, 35% more from same time last year. Still a very strong seller's market in Sparks. Now let's take a look at Carson City's numbers for March 2025. Median sales price was $537,500. 54 homes closed. Median days to contract, 21 days. Right now in Carson City, there are 75 active listings in the city, and month supply of inventory, 1.4 months. Very strong seller's market in Carson City. Now let's take a look at Douglas County for March 2025. The median sales price was $730,000, up just over 5% from the same time last year. Closed sales was 42 homes. Median days to contract was 34 days. Right now in all of Douglas County, there's 173 homes on the market, and month supply of inventory, 4.1 months, which is up 35% from the same time last year. We're getting back closer to a more level market, but it's still a seller's market in Douglas County.
Now let's take a look at Fernley for March 2025. Median sales price was $374,250, up 6.4% from last year at this time, and that's great news. Closed sales was 34, days to contract was 40, a little bit slower than last year. Number of active homes in Fernley is 71, and month supply of inventory is 2.1, still a solid seller's market in Fernley. Now let's take a look at Lyon, Story, and Churchill counties. Median sales price for March 2025 was $423,750. Closed sales was 108. Days to contract was 32. And the median sales price went up 5.3% from this time last year. Great news for those counties. The numbers are holding steady and going north. And active inventory in Lyon, Story, and Churchill is 217 homes. And a month supply of inventory is 2. Solid seller's market in those counties. Now let's take a look at beautiful Somerset, Northwest Reno. The median sales price was $692,500. Days to contract was 26. Number of homes sold was 50, and the active inventory in Somerset is 30, and that median sales price is up 6.1% from this time last year. Now let's take a look at Wingfield Springs and Sparks. The median sales price was $582,000. Days to contract was 24. The active inventory is 82 homes. Number of homes sold, the first quarter was 54 homes sold, and the median sales price is up 7.8% from this time last year. Now let's take a look at South Meadows in Reno. The median sales price was $699,500, up 7.1% from the first quarter this year, the first quarter last year, in that comparison. Active number of homes sold was 99, days to contract was 20, and the active inventory is 57 homes.
Okay, now let's do a little deep dive into the entire area for the first quarter of the year. We're combining Washoe, Douglas County, Carson City, Lyons, Story, and Churchill counties together to kind of give you a broader picture of what's happening in the region. Take it away, Billy.
Okay, so I was just reading an article that there's 7 states, Texas, Arizona, a couple other Tennessee states that are inventory is back to pre-COVID levels. Nevada is not one of them. Nevada and California. Nevada is still down about 13 to 30%, depending on which area.
Right.
I mean, so right now, in March, we're about 905 active inventory, which is still comparison very low over the last 10 years.
Right.
So we're not back to those pre-COVID levels. So there's still, so it's still a seller's market out there.
So the inventory is down, but the sellers are still getting good money for their homes,
Yes.
right? So what's the percent of homes that got above list price in the region?
17.5%, which is a great deal because the median sales price is right around $600,000. So 17.5%, that's a $10,000 chunk of change that can go back to the buyers to help them with closing costs and buying down their rate, because buyers are still scared of that mortgage rate. And then it's a great deal for sellers because their equity is up over almost 40% in the last 6 years. So it's a great deal for buyers and sellers, but the sellers knowing that they're getting,
over 17% of sales actually was over.
So that means there's still a lot of multiple offers out there. And one out of four sales in March in all of Northern Nevada were cash sales. So people are taking their inventory out, taking their equity out, and using that to build their wealth through real estate. They're buying homes with cash for their homes, and investors using cash to buy homes. So that's a great deal. So 17.5% of homes going over list, and the sellers knowing they're getting almost 99% of what they're asking for their homes.
And what we talk about with the equity in it, and the sellers do have some leeway to help the buyers with concessions in a lot of cases.
Right, so it's very important to know the region you're in and the neighborhood, to know what's going on in that neighborhood, and that's where we can help for sure.
That's right, we do our homework, do the research, and you want to know what's happening, and not just in the whole region is good, and then we can pinpoint it down to the neighborhood and do the research and know exactly what's happening there. So when you're listing at a price where you're gonna, make the most possible money, and if you're buying, where you can get the best deal for your home.
So just remember, good news does not sell. Every area, Northern Nevada is going north still. Homes are selling for, above list. There's multiple offers, and the median sales price is constantly going up. And it's not going up rapidly like it did in 2020, 2021, but it's going up at a normal clip of 3 to 4 to 5% per month.
Right. And that wraps up our 2025 market update for Northern Nevada. We hope you found this information valuable and enlightening as you consider your real estate options.
Absolutely, Amy. Remember, navigating the real estate market can be very complex. You hear in the news tariffs, you hear policy changes. It can be so very confusing.
And that's where we come in. With the Boylan team, you're not just getting agents, you're getting dedicated partners who understand the local landscape and are committed to achieving your real estate goals.
We're here to guide you with a personalized approach, and we're with you every step of the way of your journey. We'll make sure your journey is managed with care and expertise. Whether it's buying, selling, or just exploring your options, make the Boylan team your team. Thanks for watching. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you next time.
For all your real estate news, local market updates, and Northern Nevada lifestyle and events, check us out on all your favorite socials.
Make sure you ring that bell and turn on notifications, and put a comment in there. What's your biggest concern with entering the real estate market, whether it's buying or selling? Let's have a conversation and address and see how we can help manage those concerns together.
We're Amy and Billy Boylan with eXp Realty. Make the Boylan team your team.
We love what we do.
And you will too.